Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Knight of Pluto Zidane, and I think he is kinda unique for a free character. So let's compare him to Kadaj and Untamed Wolf Adel. So if you take a look on Zidane stats, it seems there is nothing wrong. He has decent attack boost, he has 150% true dual wield. So yes, those things are great, but the main problem is, like Advent Children Cloud, he doesn't have plus 6 times change damage modifier. So yes, that's pretty big deal there because his damage won't be that much hike, okay, without this. And he has 30% physical evasion, which is really useful because you will see later that if you want to use him, then it's better to have 100% physical evasion. So that 30% definitely gonna help you. And other than 50% wind resist, that's it. Okay, I must say his passives are kind of plain, no elements resist. So yes, I cannot complain, but yes, it's kind of bad, I must say. So enough about stats. Now let's take a look on his abilities. He can chain with Stardust Ray and Bolting Strike, and I don't think even when he able to chain with that, you should make him into chainer because, like I have explained, he doesn't have plus 6 times change damage modifier, and the damage modifier from his chaining moves are not great. Based on my calculation, it's only about 30 to 40 times. So yes, it is kind of crappy damage. And for element, he can imbue himself with wind element and imperil wind by 100%. But again, he is a true dual wield character, so he can easily change his weapon. And he also able to give your party 1 AoE physical evasion, which is useful on today's standard. And yes, he can become provoker. This is the reason why I say 30% physical evasion is useful for him, because if you really want to use him, then you need to make him into 100% physical evasion. Because if you don't make him into having 100% physical evasion, you can still use him because he has self buff, nice self buff, okay, like 3 physical evasion, but it's kinda unreliable in my opinion. So to be safe, make him to have 100% physical evasion. And he also able to give your party 50% damage mitigation on the first turn, which is really useful. And his rotation, I must say, it is not complicated at all. Basically, what you want to do on the first turn is use Thief's specialty. This will give your party 50% damage mitigation, and the most important thing is it will unlock Giga Pluto Steel. Giga Pluto Steel is really useful for him if you want to use him as a LB damage dealer, because it grants you 300% LB damage boost. So yes, that's insane, and it provokes the enemy attack to you. So imagine that if you don't have 100% physical dodge, sure, you get maybe 2 or 3 physical evasion from Giga Pluto Steel, but if the enemies attack you more than 3 times, he probably die. That's why I say it's really important to have 100% physical evasion. And on the second turn, simply buff his attack using Thief's Ploy and imbue himself and imperil the enemies. Okay, you don't need to do this step if you have other characters who are able to imbue and imperil the enemies. But yes, the point is on the second turn you need to gather your limit burst, okay, until full. And you don't need to gather a lot of LB crystals. He only needs 27 LB crystals to use his LB. So when you sure you're able to use his LB on the next turn, use Giga Pluto Steel. And yes, his LB deal awesome damage. Even without any LB boosting equipment, he can deal 224 times. Okay, so yes, that's pretty high even without plus 6 times change damage modifier. That's why I say he is kinda like Advent Children Cloud. Advent Children Cloud is amazing because he can deal that high damage modifier, but the drawback is he also doesn't have that +6 times change damage modifier. Okay, so that's the same case for Zidane. Okay, the problem is after you use this limit burst, you need to repeat this long sequence. Okay, on the first turn you can use your Thief specialty, but it has long cooldown. So after you use Thief specialty, you need to start with normal Pluto Steel. And normal Pluto Steel only gives you 50% LP damage boost. So yes, you probably need about 5 to 6 turns to deal nice amount of LP damage. So yes, high burst damage but low average damage. That's what Knight of Pluto Zidane is all about. Now let's talk about partner. So for partner, I must say, because he become your provoker, you cannot use Sacred Shield Charlotte and Sick Heart combo. And yes, based on what I have, because I use Riku as my breaker, that means the best AoE magic tank is the free Lightning 13-2, because these two characters can chain Mirror of Equity chaining move. Okay, but yes, if you don't have Riku or use other characters, remember that you can always use Sylvie to make anyone on your party become chainer. Okay, so enough about partner. I won't talk about trial because really guys, even when he is great, I don't think you can bring him into King Behemoth. Maybe it's possible if the player is Zinzar, but wow, I cannot imagine that. Okay, so enough about trial and partner. Now let's talk about equipment. So he has 150% true dual wield, so that's a good thing, because having those numbers, if you can give him 2 colorful lei, he already reached maximum true dual wield and have high physical evasion. And yes, if you have, let's say, Locke's Dagger or Crimson Butterfly, that's even better. Okay, because yes, you will have that 100% physical evasion easily. And yes, maybe for Sword, if you want to equip him with one STMR, but that's kind of stupid, because if you have one STMR, then it's better to equip it on Van himself. Okay, but yeah, for Zidane, you can equip him with Locke's Dagger and Crimson Butterfly. Okay, and don't equip his STMR if you want to use him as a DPS. Yes, I know he doesn't have +6 times change damage modifier when dual wielding, but by equipping shield, you won't get 150% true dual wield, and that's a huge blow to his offensive stats. Okay, so equip that dagger, equip his Trust Mastery Word, because it is really great. It can increase 70% attack and 40% defense. Amazing. And after you equip him to reach 200% true dual wield and 100% physical evasion, focus on LB damage. Okay, with 100% LB damage, he can deal 280 times damage when use his LB, which is huge even without +6 times. Quite amazing for free character. Okay, so my conclusion for Knight of Pluto Zidane, I must say that he is a unique character, but yes, unless you can gear him like that, like what I just said, he is just kind of unusable character, only bonus character for this event. I can say that he is like free Cloud Advent Children, okay, Poorman's Cloud Advent Children. Huge LB damage potential without +6 times change damage modifier. Okay, and the only drawback maybe he has long charge time, because you reach maximum damage when you use Giga Pluto Steel, and to unlock that Giga Pluto Steel, you need to use his cooldown, his cooldown, or using Pluto Steel and upgraded version every turn, and that's a long turn. Okay, and for Trust Master reward, I must say this is really superb Trust Master, especially if you have strong dagger, STMR dagger, okay, like Crimson Butterfly or Locke's dagger. Because yes, if your character able to equip dagger, then equip it, because this third offering gonna increase 70% attack and 40% defense. It is like STMR level ability. Amazing. And for the STMR, this is maybe good for your tanker if you want to have, let's say, 100% physical evasion on your tanker too, like when you fight against King Behemoth, okay, because this will give you 20% physical evasion without any downside, okay, unlike Curse Shield. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Knight of Pluto Zidane. Really unique character. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private XP Guide. Bye bye guys!